Hey everyone, back. It's John Muir Elementary Music Evening Edition. Everybody here's asleep, so I'm gonna be kind of quiet. I just uploaded some new stuff for everybody. This is an all grade level activity, and it works what we call found instruments. A found instrument is anything you find, anything laying around the house to be able to maybe make some music. That's a found instrument. So I could take like a plastic cup, can make some music with that, some pencils. There's a section in here where you can make some music with the zipper on your jacket or your coat or whatever. So this should be a fun lesson for everybody. You could just try and have fun with music you've got, just with things you have laying around the house. So I encourage you to be creative. Don't do anything that's going to get you in trouble. Okay, don't take like mom or dad's fine china or something like that and turn that into a drum. That's probably a bad idea. If you're not sure, check first, and then you can maybe have some fun with those instruments. Okay, mom and dad, brother and sister, they might be able to help you out with this project. So let's get to it. Okay, so you'll log in to Quaver Music. If you're still having issues or problems with that, check out the tutorial that I did on this page on logging in. But I'm logged in as a student right now. I'm not running Flash, and I'm gonna go straight to my assignments tab. That's where this new assignment is. And it's for all grade levels, so it's for 1 through 5. And you're gonna click on Music at Home, Found Sounds. It says grades 2 through 5, but it's really for 1 through 5. And then the instructions are just to click the next button to move between screens and activities and have some fun. Now, don't forget to get things started. You got to slam that launch button. That's going to get us off the air, and we're rolling. Now, with each of these screens, you could always navigate in between them by clicking on the bottom, and that's going to show you everything that we're going to be working on today. You could also navigate from screen to screen using the next or the previous buttons. And for every single screen, there's also a set of instructions over here. If you click on the instructions, it'll give you some helpful hints on how to get through that screen and what you should be doing with your time. Now, first screen, pretty straightforward. What is a found sound? A found sound is anything you could use to make musical sound. Anything you could shake, scrape, or tap will usually work. And that's it for that screen. That's just an introduction. So then I'm gonna go down here, I'm gonna click on next. And this is going to give me some videos of some young men and women, I think, working on just some found sounds. This young man is playing just a box. Of course, they had to attach a little quaver thing on there. This person is playing a smaller box. They decorated like a piano. Then there's just a shaker. And there's also some music with some torn up paper. So you could just look at the parts individually. And then if you click on that, full performance. And that'll just give you some ideas. For the older grade levels, you'll see that the music is notated there. You could work on identifying your durations, quarter, eighth, and 16th notes. There's also some rests in there, so you could follow along with the music as they're playing it. I'm not going to do all 4 of them. I don't want to steal your thunder, but if I click on the first part, it's going to show me a video of just that part. When you go back to here, it'll take you back to the parts, and then if you click there, it'll give you a full performance of all 4 of those parts together. So you can maybe pick one part and play along. You could try to all 4 parts. Maybe you could just invent your own and do something creative on top of all those with the found instrument that you get. The next one is Zipper Music. For zipper music, all you're going to do is try and make musical sounds using a zipper. It could be a zipper on your jacket, a zipper on your coat. Again, if you click on the instructions tab down here, look around, find a zipper. Zip it back and forth a few times and see if it can be used to make music. The answer to that is yes, by the way. Okay, and you could also try and find some other things. You could try some pencils, maybe try some different shakers that you might find around the house. You could try it with a cardboard box. There's another example of pencils. And down here is a little play along track that you could use to play along. So I'm gonna go back to my plastic cup. Voila. So you could have some fun with that. You could try a zipper, then you switch screens. You could try some stuff with maybe a cardboard box, and then of course, pencils. And off to the next screen. This is a found sound instrument creation. Now this is just a metronome, and instead of having regular music or a background track, what you could do here is you could click, tack, beep, clank, or clap. You could change the sounds, and you could also change the tempo. Over here is all of our tempo markings. You could go a little bit faster. You can go a little bit slower. You could choose largo, we should all know what that means, or a moderato, or presto, and it will change the tempo. When you push the play button, that's going to give you a steady beat that you can play along with. And if you want to get super creative, there's a screen here that gives you step-by-step instructions on creating your very own flute. It's an aerophone, 4th graders, you should know that term. And just with a straw and a pair of scissors, you can make yourself a homemade flute. There's another section here for body percussion. It's a dance in the meter of 4. You could drag the squares into the blocks. I'm going to snap my fingers on the first beat. I'm going to pat my legs on the second beat. I'm going to pat my head on the 3rd beat. And then I'm going to stomp my feet on the 4th beat. You've got 2 background tracks you could choose from. And so I find that steady beat, and I'm going to snap, pat my head, and then stomp my foot, like that. So you can go to fast tempo, you can go to slow tempo. And then the last screen, journal time. It might be fun to keep track of what's going on during this, I guess you can call it a weird time. This gives you some suggestions. You could answer these questions on a piece of paper. What is a found sound? What was your favorite sound that you found today? And is that really music? Why? Why not? Think about that for a little bit. I'm using a journal right now to sort of get us through this time. It's helpful for me to do these videos, and I'm starting a blog that I'm using to keep track of this. This is kind of a historic period for us, so one day we're all going to look back on this and say, hey, what were you doing when the whole pandemic thing happened? And so having some sort of written or maybe video record of what's going on, it's, you know, kind of an interesting thing. I think it would be something that you'd be glad you spent some time doing it later on down the road. So if you get an opportunity and you want to maybe try and make a journal and keep track of your day-to-day events and your thoughts as we're going through this, that's just just an idea, something you could do. I'm not going to collect anything, I'm not going to grade anything, but it's something that you might want to try, and it might be helpful to get you through this. All right, so that's it for tonight. I hope this was helpful, and if you've got any questions, if you've got any requests, if there's something that you want that I'm not giving you, if there's a screen or a song or something like that that would be fun. I've had some birthday requests, and I've had all kind of really interesting things. One student wants to see, it was asking me a question, what do you do with your free time? You know, so I'm gonna do a video maybe a little bit later this week of what I'm doing to keep myself busy. So do the same. If you want to send me that stuff, that would be great. If you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, that would be cool too. We've gotten a lot of views so far, so keep it up. And again, if you have any requests, just send me an email. I'd be happy to take care of those for you. All right, everybody, stay well. We'll talk to you again soon.